Hello everyone, it's Melissa. I am back and I am getting ready to start another project. This is going to be a layout 8.5 by 11 size, and it's going to be from St. Patrick's Day. And so I'm going to start off by pulling from my my product jar, and I'm actually just going to spill them out rather than shake them, and then I'll just pick a couple because it seems easier and I'm lazy. So so here we go. I'll start. Remember, I'm picking 7. So thickers. Let's see. Wood veneer. Enamel dots. Flare. Tags, and 2 more. Now I'm going to shoot to use as many of these as possible, 6 by 6 pads, and we'll see how it goes. My goal is 5. If you've been watching my channel, you know. Frames. Okay, so this is what I'm going to try to focus on working with. I have these 2 photos. They're both a 3 by 4 size, and I went ahead and pulled the little bit of what I consider St. Patty's Day product, spring product, from my stash. It's not a lot, but sorry for the crinkle noise, but it's just stuff I've accumulated over the years. And so there are some cut aparts in here, some big stickers from the dollar store, Echo Park, little collection kit is in here. There's about, I don't know, 5 or 6 papers in here. So, and then I also have my spring holidays little box, and I recently picked up these rainbow stickers, probably from, I don't know, the Dollar Tree or Walmart, and I thought they could be great pieces of flair because I have those epoxy stickers, so I can make my own flair. I have lots of flowers for Easter and whatnot, but I also have more shamrock stickers. I have some shamrock dies. These are pins that I'll just remove the backing from, and 1 roll of shamrock washi, and some old shamrock buttons. And so we will see where I go with this. Not exactly sure, although I do know that you guys know I love a good rainbow for St. Patty's Day, and gold. So I definitely know I'll be focusing on those things. All right, well, let's get started. Okay, so I have my white cardstock here. This is just plain Michael's cardstock. Just a gift card, some clear gesso I'm going to apply to this. I'm going to let it dry and do some mixed media. This is actually thickers that I pulled from a You and Me by American Crafts, and it is something I painted before and I didn't use, and so I'm going to use some Mod Podge, some glitter, and a makeup sponge, and apply this and let it dry. I might do 2 coats, but we will see. All right guys, so this is on fast forward, and basically what I'm showing you here is how, after the clear gesso had dried on my white piece of cardstock, I'm going to go ahead and do the packaging technique because I want to get a rainbow color on the background there. So my son had some friends over, so I thought the best way for me to do this, in case I had a lot of interruptions while they were here, would be to use my gelatos. It would be something that would be very easy for me to put down and come back to later if need be. So that's all I'm doing here. I'm spreading the gelato onto the plastic, adding a couple squirts of water, mixing it up, and smushing it down. It's super popular. Everybody does it pretty much, and so yeah, I don't know if it needs a ton of explaining, although I will say on the left there where you see my title, Cheers, that actually I put down with the makeup sponge, like I explained, and I put down a top for 1 coat of glitter. Then I went over with a 2nd coat of glitter after that dried and I added more Mod Podge. And then I kind of, on the very top, after I had 2 coats on, I put 1 more coat of Mod Podge on and then let it dry. I want to say overnight. I think this was a couple days later. And so, yes, there's still glitter flaking off. Yes, it's a very messy process, but I love the end result. And, you know, altering this to work for my needs was, you know, super great, because I mean, cheers says about all I need to say for what sums up my day for St. Patty's Day, because it was so fun with girlfriends, and yeah. Anyways, so back to this. So I'm on my second to last color, and then I'll have a look at it and see what I think. There's super easy to, you know, add color where you want to. And so, yeah, purple is my last color. I was contemplating putting it on the top because I know some people do that, and I decided to put it on the bottom and add more red. So yeah, I'm just, you know, this is so fun, and, you know, I love rainbowing my St. Patty's Day stuff up. So any of the layouts you've seen me use, I always use rainbows or some form of them, and, you know, colors and ephemera and stuff like that. All right, so that's going to do it, and I'm going to then add some Heidi Swapp Color Shine just over the top of it, and then I'm going to let it dry, and I'm very pleased with how it turned out. So really, really liking it. And, you know, in an effort, I didn't want to try to cover up too much of it, because I thought it turned out super great. All right. So yeah, we'll see how the layout turned out now after. Okay. Okay, I'm back, and if you were watching through the video, I actually attempted a process video, and for whatever reason, the last part of what I was filming, I don't know if the file was corrupt or what, but what you did see was some of the process of me making my background with some form of mixed media and altering this thicker. So so I'll just go ahead and explain what I've done since. So this, as you saw, was gesso or white cardstock that I put with clear gesso, and I backed it on just a piece of chocolate brown cardstock from Stampin' Up. This was some Little Bee washi tape that I put on the top and bottom just with some shamrocks with gold. I did the background. Heidi Swapp Gold is splattered on there after the fact. I used 6x6, a craft and a gold paper. This is actually an LE Studio. It was the backing of just like a package of ephemera, whether it was wood bits or something that I had purchased a while ago. This piece of vellum with the polka dots, I actually dismantled a couple of old cards that were in my stash so I could remake them or reuse some of the bits. And so this polka dot green vellum was on one of those cards, so I just put it here and layered it up here. This is actually a piece of crepe paper vellum, and I cut it in half and put some on each side. This rainbow sticker is from the Echo Park Accents sticker sheet. I got that, it's like a small collection pack a few years ago. So this is a pin, Recollections, with a shamrock on it. Just use some gold thread behind there. This is a frame from Jelly Bean Soup. And let's see, this Lucky Me, I've Got You is called Pinch Proof, and it's an old Stampin' Up stamp. And if you guys remember in the beginning, the pulls that I did from my product jar, so I used a flare, I used wood veneer, which is down here, that I actually green embossed with some Zing embossing powder. This one is, let's see, what's this called? Just green, I guess. And that's 2 layers on there to get it nice and smooth. The Cheers is with some chunky gold glitter, and from the You and Me Thickers pack, Just working my way through that. I'd used another piece of 6x6, a pink piece, just from my stash, and put it behind this photo. So the other thing I used is, let's see, 6x6 thickers. I didn't use enamel dots because I kind of wanted my background not to be covered so much. But this actually was on a tag, and I cut it apart because I've had the tag in my stash forever. It's from LE Studio, and actually what it says is make every moment count. And there was other verbiage on the tag as well, and I've saved it. Maybe I'll get it on to another layout, but I put this on there, cut the tag apart, and maybe I'll get to use that another time. Happy St. Patrick's Day is just from a Studio G old stamp set from, I don't know, remember if this is Michael's, or I think it's Joanne Fabrics. And that's it. So I'll do another close-up. And I did manage to use 6 out of the 7 product pulls from my jar. And I really like this. It's fun, festive, and you know, I'm all about St. Patty's Day and rainbows. And this was fun. It you know, glitter is messy, so I didn't love that part. I was cleaning glitter off of everything, but I like the way it turned out, so I'm pleased with it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will put the link to my Instagram at Cut It Up Creations in the description box, as well as my Facebook page. And if you like this video, I would love a thumbs up, as well as subscribing to my channel. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.